Alright, hello everyone. I am going to try playing games on YouTube, I guess. This is very new to me. Obviously it's the first video I've made, so just go easy on me. And yeah, we're going to be playing Inscryption, Kaycee's mod. I have played this before, and I love it. This is a really good expansion on the original game. It's really what I wanted out of it. And as you can see, I have unlocked quite a few decks. And I'm actually going to go to my unlocks here. I have almost all the cards, almost all the decks, and almost all the challenges. So yeah, we'll just get right into it. I think I'm going to play the bone deck. I'm not really sure though. Yeah, we'll play the bone deck. I haven't had much luck with it. But yeah, we'll just see if I can make something work this time. Alright, so we have to hit 80 challenge points. Each of these is worth a certain number. So I tried playing with the single candle because it's 30. It takes up most of the challenge point slot, but I have had really bad luck with the bone deck, and most of the time I don't even make it to the second boss. I'll die in the second area, or I'll die in the third area before getting to the third boss. So I think I should try playing without a single candle to make the bone deck work. Alright, so I normally always do boss totems, tip scales, and then no boss rares. I can manage that as well. So that's 45. I can probably do more difficult. I might need to do 2 more difficults because I don't know if I want to squeeze all of these in. So yeah, we'll try 2 more difficults, and then for the last one we'll just do no hook. All right. Alright, so in the bone deck you start with Raccoon, Direwolf Pup, and the Coyote. So the Raccoon, when it's on the field, I can bring this up, opposing creatures also give bones, which is really helpful. The Direwolf Pup has Bone Digger. At the end of your turn, gives you 1 bone, which is pretty nice, just passive generation. And then of course the Direwolf Pup will turn into just a Direwolf, which is the 2/5, attacks twice. So I can't really tell what the objective of this deck is yet. I'm pretty sure it's gather bone, get the Direwolf Pup out, and get the Coyote out. I'm not really sure. Again, I'm really not good with this deck. Real quick before we get into it, we're gonna check this River Otter Ringworm. Probably won't get it this time. I don't know what happens if you get that, but I know in the original game, I think that's how you unlocked the Clover, but I could be mistaken. Alright, so we're going to go to the first shop. Alright. Interesting. So I'm seeing some things that I think could work. I'm looking at Warren, maybe putting Rabbit Hole on something else. Skunk could be interesting. I'm going to say no to Ant Queen, Great White Grizzly, this Tentacle, obviously, because they're so expensive. See, I really don't know how to build this deck at the start. I think I'm going to go Warren, and it might go Ringworm. I didn't look to see if there was any campfires in our future. So I think I'm going to go Warren. And probably Skunk. Ant Queen's obviously a no. Direwolf Pup, I'm really hesitant to add another 2-cost thing to our deck right away. And then Ringworm obviously is only really good if if you plan on getting rid of it at a campfire, or possibly like buffing it a lot at a campfire because you have the ability to, because you don't care if you lose it. So I think I'm gonna go skunk. We had a campfire right there. That sucks a little bit, but that's alright. I think I'm gonna go there anyway. Because right now my only thought is maybe put rabbit hole on raccoon or skunk. Put stinky on something. I'm just gonna go with the campfire. Alright. Enhancing power. Interesting. So enhancing the direwolf pup is nice because when it fledglings into the direwolf, that means it's gonna have 3 attack, I believe. So I'm thinking about getting rid of Warren, so it's probably not a good idea to buff it. I'm thinking maybe skunk. Skunk is pretty good, but again, stinky could easily put on something else. Really counting on this being health. I could make raccoon super cheap, or not super cheap. I can make raccoon super powerful, and then stick rabbit hole on it. Or I could just double up on something in case I lose it. Which I think is what I might do on the skunk. Alright, that's fine. Obviously it would have been better to have it, but it's not the end of the world to lose it. I mean, a 2-3 skunk would have been really powerful early game. Alright, so we start with the extra tick on our side because of the challenge that I got, or that I picked. We'll just do warn out. This is the direwolf pup. I might fail really early on in this one. I just played really bad. I should have played the warren on a different space, or sacrificed the warren to put the raccoon out to kill that wolf. I just was not paying attention because I'm recording, and now I'm choking. This is going really bad. Alright, I guess I will just go all in because I messed up. Right, the direwolf pop out, kill the wolf cub, and I will die unless I play a squirrel there. Alright, so I think I learned my lesson. I need to actually think about what I'm doing instead of just playing random cards. Obviously we don't surrender here so that we can get a good amount of extra gold. I really just choked on the first battle. don't mind that. I'm actually pretty good at this game. Just ignore that huge error I just made. Alright, so I'm thinking cockroach or mealworm. These are all bones, which is interesting. Cockroach is really good if you can put the unkillable sigil on maybe a gek, or actually putting it on a mealworm is pretty good, or putting morsel on the cockroach is pretty good too. This is interesting. I think I'm gonna go cockroach just because we don't have a lot to mealworm right now, and I'd rather put unkillable on the mealworm than put morsel on the cockroach. But I think I would just grab cockroach here. Morsel can be pretty good on Ouroboros as well. Anything that's already unkillable, really. Alright, do I want to sacrifice anything? Not yet, so I think we'll go campfire here, and then hit this other campfire up there as well. I have to make up for my huge mistake that I made and almost losing on the first battle. So I'm already thinking about moving unkillable on something else. We don't want to buff the cockroach. Same with Warren. Might just go on raccoon then. So making coyote, the coyote be able to kill things with 3 health is pretty good. Alright, on this one you will see that I can actually play the game. I'll actually think about it this time. Alright, so I'm going to play the Warren over here, so that next turn I can sacrifice the Warren to put the direwolf pup out and just kill their direwolf pup, although I should put Warren out and this one to prevent 1 damage. I need to play squirrel first, obviously. Alright, see, I know what I'm doing, just a little bit. And we're going to sacrifice the Warren, so it doesn't really matter what we grab here. I guess it did matter a little bit because we drew cockroach. I think we'll win on this turn. Yeah. Alright, that one went much better. Don't mind my egregious errors. So this is actually really important that we get the golden pelt here, because we said that we don't get rares after boss battles. So this is like one of the only ways to get rares now. I think it's this or just buying the golden pelt. And I mean, it's much better to get it for free. So I guess I'll go right. Oh, that sucks. It's actually really bad. You have to take it. Damn. Hopefully I can get rid of that at some point. The ants are really not great unless you already have like a good amount of ants like in your deck. And Ant Queen is just bad in general. Like, I really don't like Ant Queen. It's better to put the Ant Queen's its sigil on something else, like another ant, a cheaper ant. But because that one came with a sigil on it, like, we cannot. Here, I can even. Actually, I can't on this screen, but I can show you my deck by scrolling up. So yeah, that's like really horrible. I'll throw it on the coyote again. Alright, so this is double campfire, which is really interesting. I really wish I'd grabbed the ringworm now, because we've had, like, what was that? My second campfire is 3-4 right there. I don't think I have anything I really want to get rid of yet. I mean, other than Ant Queen, but I don't really want to put unkillable on anything. Although unkillable on the Warren. It's interesting. That basically makes it a cat. Because every time you play it, it gives you a rabbit, which you can just play immediately to get the warren back. That's interesting, and we might do that. And then I would really want to go away from bones because I would have this infinitely sacrificable thing. Although I guess every time we kill it, it'd give bones as well. So I guess that would make bones easier. So we might want to do that. And grab a totem as well. Without 2 campfires would be really nice. This is pretty much negligible. I mean, I really like the idea of making the unkillable warren. I think 2 campfires is nasty. Plus, we don't really have any like tribe synergy right now. We may have a little bit with 2 canines, they're called. So we might be able to grab a canine head. But if it was 2 health buffs, you know, like 1 on the coyote. Maybe 1 on the raccoon. Let's stick 1 on the warren. I think we go sacrifice and totem. Then maybe we can grab a bone or a single blood creature. The card. All right, porcupine, wolf cub. We're gonna do the same thing we did last game. Put the rabbit out to sacrifice the warren and the rabbit for the direwolf pup. Puts us at 3 bones. We'll grab a squirrel here. We need to use a squirrel to block the wolf. Alright, not so bad. Great, thanks for that. We're going to be doing 4 damage, and we'll take 1 damage, so we should be fine. It should be a win. Probably just grab squirrel. I can take 4 damage, so I'm gonna pass. Then we can throw the ant queen out. And we can use that to put the worker ant out. I guess actually ant queen's not so bad. Specifically because it has the rabbit hole. So when we play it, it gives us the rabbit hole and the worker ant card. So we can immediately play the worker ant. So this is decent. It is essentially a 2/3 and a 2/2 for 2 blood. So it's actually really good right now in our deck. Does this push us over? No, we're good. Okay. That turned out really well, actually. I'm not that upset about the ant queen now. Well, you know, it still could be better. And we can't sacrifice the cockroach. That extra damage. Alright, we have a lot of extra teeth. Like a lot of extra teeth, which would be really good because we need that to get rares, because we don't get rares after boss battles. Alright, so I'm looking for maybe 1 cost for bone. We have 2 things that cost bone right now. I'm thinking about getting rid of the cockroach. Actually, I will be getting rid of the cockroach to put it on the warren. But with that combo, it would be really nice to have a 1 blood thing. Which I think is what I'm going to grab. A skunk. Okay, it's not bad. We can throw a stinky on something as well later, or just buff up the skunk. All right, so we'll put cockroach on the warren. I think this would be really good. It's essentially a cat now, except it will generate a lot more bone, which is definitely helpful for the deck. Interesting. Interesting indeed. So this would be nice to put on canines. And I mean, reptile insect isn't amazing. Reptile we can't use at all, but insect, we only have the one thing. Go grab bone digger. I think that could be interesting. Alright, first boss battle is the miner. This is the normal first boss of the game. There's nothing really special here. Alright, so first turn, Ant Queen is interesting. So he got canines, so I have Guardian, which is really not that bad. I forgot we start with smoke now, because I took off the 1 life challenge. I think I'm gonna play Warren first turn. I mean, there's no reason not to. It'll block a hit for us. See, I'm interested in maybe playing Ant Queen first turn, which I think I'm going to do. Then also playing the worker ant. So we're already almost through the first phase here. I'll grab a squirrel. 2 damage on the mule. This will kill both things in that row. I think we'll wait until next turn. Alright, now we're looking at... Actually, we're moving on to the next phase right away. Which is interesting. Because the mule won't have been killed yet. Should be fine. Not really that worried about the miner here. It's pretty easy. I haven't had any problems with him, even when he's the 3rd boss. It's really the angler that gives me trouble. Sometimes the oh god, what's his name? The trapper. Sometimes the trapper gives me trouble as well. So I'm gonna throw a raccoon out on this first turn. I think is what I'm gonna do. I was thinking about playing the warren there, but we have the smoke. I don't think we need any more bones than we have. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I'm worried about the sound now that this boss fight has extremely loud music. I think you can hear me fine. I guess we'll see afterwards. I'll fix it if I do it another episode. We'll do coyote. Alright, so we have the pack mule contents, which nothing special. I mean, now there's nothing I can really do. I could try to stall to get more teeth out of it, but I'm just gonna kill him. There's no reason to. I already have a ton. Alright, easy first one. Interesting. So flying ant would be nice with this ant queen kind of combo we have, where it's basically 2 for the price of 1 right there. But I really don't think we should push for ant. I mean, there's an ant starter deck, so I don't really think there's any reason to push to make this an ant deck. Bloodhound is nice because it's a canine. Plus we have a good amount of blood with the Warren. So I don't really think it would be that hard to push a 2-cost thing here. Also because I want to get rid of the Ant Queen eventually. Beaver I just don't like. I don't think Dam Builder is really good. Because the problem with like this and the Douse, they create these obstacles which can be helpful under the right circumstances, but most of the time it's just something that's in your way that you could be putting, like you could use to like put a squirrel down to like sacrifice. So it's really situational, and most of the time it really just impedes you and like takes up most of your board. So I don't think Beaver and Dam Builder is any good, so I'm gonna go Bloodhound. Alright, phase 2. It'd be really funny if I won this immediately after saying I couldn't play the bone deck. Alright, we're on the snow line, which means we're going to be fighting the Trapper and the Angler third. So, interestingly, we have the opportunity to duplicate one of the cards in our deck with this space, but I don't think I want to. I mean, it'd be nice to duplicate the Warren, because that is a, like basically a cat that has more health. Having 2 of those would be really nice, but I just don't think I have enough things that I want to put out on the board to like really make that work right now. I could duplicate the Coyote, which is, it's an interesting idea, but there's no sigil on it, so it feels like a little bit of a waste to duplicate event. Probably just gonna hit up the backpack and go up this right path. We'll see after this, don't know what I call it, this challenge? The trials, yeah, that's what they're called. Alright, so let's have at least 4 blood, 2 same kin, 6 health. We'll look. 4 blood, we'd have to draw 1 of our 2 cost, and we wouldn't be able to draw the Coyote. Kin, I'm definitely not going to go with that. Over half of our deck is a different kin. And then health, there's 3 things I don't want to draw. What if I draw 2 of these? It's an automatic win. There's 1 thing I don't want to draw for blood. Again, if I get 2 of these 2 costs, it's an automatic win. I'm just definitely not going to do. I think I'm going to go blood here. There's 1 thing I don't want to draw. Whereas for health, there's 3 things I don't really want to draw. So yeah, we'll go blood. That's good. Alright, we got it. Cool. Alright, so these trials are really good because they give you double sigiled creatures, which can be really powerful. These are already incredibly interesting. The Bullfrog having, what is this called again? Morsel on it. It's really interesting. Probably won't use it because it costs 1 blood to put out, and then sacrifice it for 1 attack, 2 defense, and something doesn't seem great. And if it is hit, oh, having sharp quills on a Bullfrog is nice because that will get rid of kingfishers or any annoying birds. But then, you know, that means the morsel will be worth less if it gets hit. Skunk I'm probably not going to take here. I already have 1. And, I mean, sharp quills is really nice, but Made of Stone it's not really an incredible sigil. I'm really leaning towards this Wolf Cub for 2 reasons. I mean, it's a better cat, like a better black cat. plus it has double strike. I believe this will carry over to its wolf form, which will be a 3/2 double strike. It's also canine. So I think Wolf Cub is the easy pick there. I mean, Bullfrog was pretty good too, but I just think the Wolf Cub was better. Alright, so this is interesting because this might give us a canine head. But I just think I really need to fill up on items. I don't want to get caught in a bad situation without items. So I really like the destruction items, like the scissors, the hook, obviously, the trapper's knife. Those are all really good. These can be good. Black goat we don't have a use for. I mean, we can use it to play direwolf pup, bloodhound, ant queen, but it's really better on like the 3 blood deck. You pick this up just as a backup to play the moose. This again, it's all right. Frozen opossum. It's better than just picking up a stone. So I think I'm gonna take this. Yeah, I'll take frozen opossum. So I only have one thing that's worth bone right now. And I don't want another frozen opossum, so I might take the fan. So you can use this for fatal if it's like either fatal that turn or you lose. So I think I'll grab that. And I'm gonna probably try to hit up the mushroom, but I don't have any duplicates right now. Mushrooms are really powerful though because they remove a card from your deck and they also buff one of your cards, and they buff the stats, which is not something you can normally do. You can like move sigils around and you can buff stats at campfires just like a little bit, but like basically doubling the stats of a creature at a mushroom is really good. Speaking of which, I should have gone to the painter to duplicate any of my creatures and then double it up at the mushroom. Yeah, that was a mistake because I could have had like an 8/2, 7/2 coyote. So that was a mistake. It's not a big deal though. Anyway, I think I'm gonna put the wolf cub out. I'll put it down probably right here. And again, we can sacrifice the wolf cub infinitely. So this is just a really good card right now for us. Oh, and the sigils did stick. That's really good. To get the direwolf pup out, I believe this is the best thing to do. The direwolf pup will just generate some bones to put the coyote out. We might win before that actually, because we're doing 10 damage. Yeah, okay. Easy win here. This double strike is really powerful. Alright, so we can gamble a little bit here and hope that we get a duplicate card from this card pack. Because if we go this way, we're going to get a pack rat at the backpack, which I wouldn't mind a pack rat, but it's another 2-cost thing that I just want to move the sigil onto something else, which I already want to like maybe move Stinky somewhere. Stinky on Bloodhound's pretty good, or maybe move Fledgling and Bone Digger onto the Raccoon, especially now that we have Wolf Cub out with the double strike, and we already have the 2-cost Bloodhound. We could move Fledgling Bone Digger to the Bloodhound. Be pretty good too, but I don't think we want another pack rat. So hope for a duplicate here. We did not get it. Mealworm is pretty good, but I'm gonna double down on the duplicate. Damn. Alright. Turkey Vulture, maybe, just for something else that costs bone. Although 8 bones is a lot. Moose Buck we probably could afford with the Wolf Cub and the Warren. Pronghorn, we could move the sigils onto something else. But like, what would we move it to? Coyote? See, move and what is this? Bifurcated strike. It is okay. I'm not really a big fan of the things that move around. I just really don't think we can afford Moose Buck or Turkey Vulture here. I should have gotten Mealworm. Too late now, though. Probably going to go Pronghorn or Moose Buck. Probably Pronghorn because the sigils are I can probably use better on something else, whereas this is just move and push. So yeah, I'll go Pronghorn, I guess. It's not amazing. And now we're gonna get a duplicate of this mushroom. What are my options here? Probably the Coyote. I should put it at 6-2. I mean, Wolf Cub is decent. That'd be a 2-2 Wolf Cub. I believe when it evolves, it doesn't get duplicated, so it'd just be like a 3-2 still. It might be a 4-3. So maybe Wolf Cub would be pretty good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Wolf Cub here. Definitely not Pronghorn because I want to get rid of it anyway. Coyote's interesting, but Wolf Cub. Alright. I think I'm gonna go hit this and then go for this so that I can remove the Ant Queen. Also, this can be a really good creature there. The trial. Not a great starting hand. It's actually really bad. Then go like this. We'll kill the mole, we'll take 3 from the moose, which we're still alive. We should be okay for a bit. I was kind of hoping for something that costs bone. If we get too nervous here, we can always use scissors, but we should be fine. The 4 damage a turn. Direwolf Pup will be killed by the Ant Queen. Well, actually, I guess the Moose Buck will be killed. Not the Moose Buck, the Worker Ant will be killed by the Moose Buck. Which means the Ant Queen will have 1 damage. We're gonna quickly get overrun by the Moose Buck. 2 options here. We can throw the Raccoon out. Or double down and look for like the Coyote. This is tough. I think we're going to double down on this. And did not pay off. Okay, fantastic. Pronghorn's really bad. We may have to use the scissors on the Moose Buck. This turn should be fine though. We can't take any more hits at all. I'm gonna save the scissors, but I'm gonna use the frozen opossum here. And I'll throw Raccoon out. Take 1. bucks can go back towards the raccoon. We won't die this turn. Elk fawn will die. Raccoon will die. I think I just gotta start building up for the bloodhound, which is I don't want to. Raven's not great. I'm thinking here. So I could put bloodhound right here, and it'll kill the sparrow. Ant queen does 1 damage. We're up 2 notches. Moosebuck kills the frozen opossum. Moves over. Raven will come in next turn because the Moosebuck has it blocked this turn. Then we draw the squirrel. We can sacrifice the opossum and the squirrel to put the pronghorn out, block another hit from the Moosebuck. We'll see how it goes from after that. Or we could go pronghorn first, put it right here, do 1 damage to the Moosebuck. We're up by 2. The sparrow's not dead, which I think we need to kill the sparrow. So, play bloodhound here. Alright, I was right. Okay, the Moosebuck did move that way, which for some reason I didn't notice. I was thinking he was going to move back towards the corner. Still. Here. This will almost kill the Moosebuck. So we'll kill the Moosebuck next turn with the Ant Queen. Wait. Fuck. I forgot the Bloodhound was going to move away from the Moosebuck. Alright. That's fine. I don't know if there's a way out of that. Probably, I mean, I probably should have used the scissors. Just got rid of the Moosebuck early. So we didn't have to worry about it. That's alright, though. That's alright. Alright, kin, health, sigils. Sigils, obviously. There's only one thing we don't want to draw. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things with 2 or more, so yeah. Sigils. And we already got it. Oh, interesting. So I've never used this card. I don't know how to pronounce it, I'll be honest. Lamer Geyer, I think. Lamergeyer? Lamergeyer? Something like that. I don't think it's any good. So this means that it is half of the bones that you have total, but it takes 3 blood to get out. Now, giving a rabbit hole back is pretty good. It, buffing itself essentially with Bone Digger is pretty good too. But that 3 cost is really expensive if you don't have a black goat in your deck. And I don't. I have the Warren and the Wolf Cub. These are my 2 sacrifice engines. Although everything here costs 3, which I just realized. So we might actually go with that, just because it's possibly, it gives a little bit of a refund on the cost. Moosebuck that gives another Moosebuck is just not feasible right now. Great White is really interesting. That's 8 damage with the bifurcated. I think I'm gonna go Lamergeyer. Although that means I'm gonna have to keep trying to say his name this whole video. I'll try it. I'll see if I like it. I haven't used it, but it just really doesn't appeal to me. This way will turn out probably okay. I would have liked to get the campfire But there might be a campfire on the side too. And then here, I was thinking about getting rid of the ant queen. I mean, that's what I want to do this whole video. But it giving a free ant with the rabbit hole is really powerful. Wolf cub is staying for the mushroom. Pronghorn sigils could be useful. I might get rid of the ant queen. This just doesn't fit the deck. We have a lot of things that cost 2, now we have something that costs 3. It has to be something that's expensive, and everything else fits the deck better. Yep, there's a campfire up here. That's cool. All right. A little disappointed that we lost that one. Not gonna let it get me down though. 2 elk fawn. All right, I can play my whole hand here. I should have played the wolf cub off the squirrel. That was my bad. Although this does give me infinite rabbits. So that's pretty good, actually. I can use that to possibly play the 3-cost lamer gyre thing. Bloodhound, easy play. That came out pretty good. That's a pretty good hand for us. Interesting. Cuckoo is really nice. This brood parasite can be pretty powerful, although it sucks when it gives the opponent a bird. Great white, again, we just simply cannot take. We have something that costs 3, and yet we have a little bit of a combo that lets us play it with the Warren Wolf Cub, but I don't think we can afford something else that costs 3. Kingfisher is interesting. It's basically free damage, it can never be killed. I really like Kingfisher, but I don't think this is the deck for it, so I'm going to re-roll. Interesting. Cannot take that at all. I might go black goat here. I can always use it to play like the direwolf pup or the bloodhound if needed. It would let me be able to take something else that costs 3, maybe a direwolf in the future. Or if I don't have that many uses for it, I can sacrifice it for free, I think it was 6 bones to start. If we go to one of the sacrifice the Bone Lord's bases. Okay, that sucks a little bit. We have 2 hooved creatures, but Pronghorn's not long for this deck. Insects, we have nothing because we got rid of the Ant Queen. We have like 5 canines. So this sucks a little bit. I'm probably just going to pick up Fledgling and hope that we get a canine in the future. Alright, and then here we can try to get rid of something, or we can just buff the damage. Which is interesting. I think I'm going to buff the Wolf Cub because when we combine them, it's going to be really powerful. If I wanted to get rid of something, it would probably be the Pronghorn, or maybe the Skunk. They both have good sigils, though. I could easily move on to something. You know, throwing Stinky down on this Wolf Cub, or Bifurcated move on this Wolf Cub, and combining them would be really powerful. Throwing Stinky down on like anything, it really is good. Stinky on the Bloodhound, of course, is good. So I think I'm just going to buff this Wolf Cub. Buffing Bloodhound's pretty good. Giving it 3 attack be helpful. I think I'm gonna go with Wolf Cub though. Just do 1. That's 4 damage turn 1 if that's in my starting hand. So if I buff it again, then, you know, that's instant wins if I get it in my opening hand. Alright, so reptiles move to block the cards that I play. Okay, this song is the best song in the whole game. Like, it is truly amazing. Sorry, I just had to pause for that beat drop there. Like, just, this song gets me so hyped up. Alright, now I'm actually going to think about what I'm doing here. So, Guardian is interesting because I can't play anything here. The Strange Frog will just move to block it. Also, this Wolf Cub will die immediately. It'll kill a Strange Frog and then hit the Leaping Trap. I think I might play it on one of these. Then play Skunk on the other one. So the Skunk is basically just a squirrel that sits out and protects this lane until I sacrifice it, which I'll probably sacrifice for this. This will be really nice if I don't play any of the bones. I just have to make sure I don't accidentally put it in front of a Strange Frog or a Leaping Trap or something, because they have fight block, and I don't really want this to get killed. Especially because it's 3 blood. And yeah, like I said, this will die immediately. Alright, so because we're attacking him, or we're facing the trapper in the second map, he's playing rabbits down instead of, I don't know what he plays. I think he plays birds, or maybe other frogs, but yeah, he's playing rabbits down, which is pretty helpful. 2 options here. Draw Squirrel and just push for the Lamer Geyer, but I don't think we can afford that right now because I want to get rid of the traps. So I'm just gonna... Oh, that's interesting. I think I'll save this, play it next turn in front of the Strange Frog. And now we have a little bit of, we have some time to draw cards and get what we actually want here. Interesting. I don't want that to come out. I mean, I could probably easily kill it. Actually, putting a coyote down in that space, I would kill both of them. Not a big deal. Although I kind of want the bones out for the Lamer Geyer. The Warren will die this turn. I can use the coyote to kill a trap. We'll just pass the turn. Alright, so I'm gonna go Wolf Cub here. It's gonna kill the Leaping Trap. Wolf Cub will turn into a pelt. I'm leaning towards throwing the coyote down right here. In fact, I did it without really thinking about it. But this will give us 2 bones and clear up most of the board. I think it's the right play here. Plus we can start playing things down this last slot. Alright, Black Goat Out means that I can just play the Lamer Geyer whenever I want. In fact, I'm going to play it... I'll wait a turn so I can play the Warren. I'll play it down at the end. Now grab a squirrel, throw a squirrel out. Actually, I can't throw it down at the end because it's just going to get blocked by the bullfrog. I could play a rabbit down to block. Which is probably what I'm gonna do actually. Let me Warren, play that right there. Oops. Oh, what? I don't know why that happened. I guess it's in order from left to right, so the left frog with the Guardian Sigil moved over instead of the right one. That's alright. It doesn't suck that much. The Lamer Guard is gonna insta-kill it anyway. I think we just coast here. Yeah. We'll have 4 pelts, which is enough to clear out the whole first row. So yeah, we'll just coast here. We're just gonna play anything else. Probably sacrifice a skunk to get something out this turn. Yep, 4 pelts. Okay. See, I already have my win condition right here. This is 5 damage. So as long as I get rid of Sparrow, I mean I'm gonna win. So might as well grab what will do the most damage. Grab the mole, it'll block something. Flying Ant can't do anything right now anyway because the skunk, so pull the bullfrog. I think actually grab the tentacle, it will do more damage than the wolf. We have 1, 2. We have 2 rabbits. I'll grab another squirrel, so we'll go 2 rabbits. Play this tentacle. We'll do 4 damage. So we're at 6 right now. Play this other squirrel. I'll just play a sparrow. Actually, the flying ant won't be able to attack anyway, so this is actually really good to get rid of the skunk. And play Bloodhound, which boosts the, what should I call this instead of trying to pronounce its name every time? Just LG? Sure, let's go LG. Alright, so LG over here got buffed because we sacrificed 2 things. And look at all the bones we have. Alright, that went really well. I just gotta hope that 3rd map isn't so bad. Although most of the time, 3rd map is where things go bad. This is interesting. I don't think I need the cat. We have 2 things that are infinitely sacrificable and a black goat. I don't think we need any more blood providers. I don't think we need to double down on the Lamer Gyre, the LG, I should say, because it'll just give it 4 health. So I think Wild Bull, I guess. The Sigil's not great, but it's a better wolf, I guess. We'll grab Wild Bull. Alright, we'll see what's in store in the 3rd map. Alright. This is interesting. I like this. I don't like this late game. There's a chance we don't get a shop before the boss fight, in which case we just have these pelts sitting in our inventory. Not inventory, sitting in our deck that we just can't use. There is a pelt shop right before the final boss, the one that is like directly after the 3rd boss. However, I don't think it's really worth it. It'd probably be better to sacrifice something, like get it out of my deck, instead of putting a bunch of potentially not great cards into my deck. So I'm leaning more towards campfire here. We have 2 items. We'll go campfire and then see what's up here. Maybe grab a canine head at that totem lady. We'll see. Okay. Mud turtle was pretty good. Giving something like 1 free hit is really nice. But I already have a bunch of stuff that I want to get rid of, like skunk, pronghorn, wild bull. So I think a mealworm is better because we can leave it in our deck for longer and we can put move morsel onto something else. Or we can move something else onto the mealworm, like, you know, unkillable is really good. But I think mealworm is just, I think this is a really good card. It's one of the cards that you don't feel bad sacrificing, like, not like a squirrel because squirrels are made to be sacrificed, but like a cockroach kind of, where you can just, you can play it for bones and then you can, you don't feel so bad for like sacrificing it. I mean, I don't know if it's normal to feel bad sacrificing things in this game. I just feel like I'm getting rid of value if I sacrifice something that costs blood. So I'll grab mealworm here. Also, mealworm is a really good target for campfires because whatever you put on this, it'll do like some damage out, and then you can move that damage on something better, like potentially direwolf pup, this wolf cub. Although we may just buff this wolf cub, which is probably what I'm going to do here. If it's health, then we'll think about it. It's another attack. We have not got a single health buff this whole game. Probably going to go wolf cub. Michael mealworm. I think wolf cub. This is just really good. Now if I get it first turn, it's an automatic win. It's 6 damage out. Yeah, we'll go this right path. Although getting that would have been really nice. The Bone Lord sacrifice. Okay, interesting. Throw Warren out at the end so he tanks the coyote hit. We have enough for a mealworm. Wait. We have enough for the LG. Let's see, I'll use these 2 bones, so we'll be at 0 bones. We sacrifice 3 things. This will do, let's see if it's rounded up. Doesn't say. I'm gonna assume rounded down, so then it will do 1 damage, putting us at 5. Or putting us at dead even. We take 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put us really close. What? Actually, this will give us a rabbit. This will come back in our hand. We can play the Warren out immediately. Alright, actually this is really good. And we'll throw it down in one of the kingfisher spots. And throw a rabbit out, kill that, throw that out, blocks the coyote. Now it does 2 damage. Alright, that was a pretty good first turn actually. And because this Warren will be dying so much, this will just keep getting buffed and buffed. I think we'll draw here. The wolf cub. It's the wolf cub. Did we just win? Yeah, definitely. This is 10 damage. Can I do more if I... No, I can't. Worth a try. I'll play that out too. Alright, that was really good. That went really well. I doubt everything will work out that well though. Alright, again we're going right path. Bone, attack, or blood. Bone, probably not. We only have 2 things that are bone. Definitely not, no. Alright, attack. There's 4 things we want to draw. Bloodhound, wolf cub, wild bull, or coyote. everything else doesn't really work, so I'm gonna say no to this. We're gonna have to go blood here. Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things that we want to draw instead of the 4. I doubt we'll win it. Oh, we did. We've gotten the attack power one too. That is an infinitely sacrificable black goat that also provides the backpack items. That seems really good. Death Touch Raven is really bad. Raven will never do damage to creatures, so the Death Touch will never do anything. Skink with Push and Bifurcated Strike is interesting, but I'd say mediocre. This black goat is incredible. Now we can really afford things that have 3 blood. And this sucks a little bit. It's just going to give us... I believe she gives you like a certain number of teeth. Fuck. I was really hoping that there would be a canine hit there. I have 1 insect and no reptiles. Damn. That's really not good. It's whatever though. Maybe we'll get another totem. Probably not. I think there's the option for a totem before the final fight. This might. I think this is just a loss. That is really powerful. That Rattler does 6 damage. Like, how do I compete with this? I mean, I can get the Lammergar out, but Rattler will just kill it instantly. Damn, this is hard. Alright. If we put it here, prevents 2 damage done. Plus we do 2. Okay, I think we'll be okay. I'm gonna go Rabbit, Warren there. We're gonna take 3 damage from the Rattler. The Bullfrog will be killed. Man, that is like brutal. If I got this like on a boss fight, I'd be dead. Wolf Cub will kill the Rattler. We can throw the Warren down on the end to block the Wolverine. Although Alpha will come out buff the Wolverine. Wolverine will get buffed from killing the Warren. Let's see, we definitely want Wolf Cub out. Might just throw Warren down at the end. Actually, no, I should have thrown Warren down because now we have enough damage to kill the Alpha in the back. So the Warren would have blocked the Wolverine completely. Wolverine's not KO though. Wolverine just does 1 damage. We'll be fine. Alright, on the board we have 8 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a KO. So like we don't have to deal with another Rattler. We're gonna throw Warren out for the Black Goat, which gives us Frozen Opossum. Go Black Goat. We're just gonna keep doing this. Oh my god, yeah, this is an infinite combo right here. What items do I want? This is actually a really good buff for the Lammergeier, so I'm gonna keep that. I don't like Frozen Opossum that much. Squirrel's pretty good. I'm happy with all this. I could keep sacrificing for the Lammergeier. LG, I should say. I'll go until it's at 10 damage. This is ridiculous. I mean, I'm glad I got an infinite combo right here. But there's just no reason to keep going. It's just infinite rabbits. That is really good if you're in a sticky situation. You can keep playing, getting better items. And then, you know, eventually you'll have all the items you need to like wipe out the opposite side of the board. And yeah, so when you don't have any pelts, she gives you like, I think that was 5, maybe 4 teeth. I want to hit that mushroom up, buff the wolf cub. Damn, I forgot there was a backpack ahead. Pack rat's fine. We can live with it. So, I don't really know if I want to do another totem battle, but combining the wolf cubs would be really nice. The campfire is pretty good though. Yeah, I think we'll go for a mushroom. We have 2 lives, we should be okay. So that could be scary. Whenever whenever one of their insects kills something, it'll get a permanent buff. And these although actually I don't think the worker ants will get buffed by it, because the ant's power is entirely dependent on the number of ants. It might get buffed a little bit, but I doubt it. If it does, then putting bloodlust on an ant is incredible. The bee will never kill anything, so we don't have to worry about it. Question is, should I get the raccoon out this turn? It's not very good. It will be... I could throw it down from the bee, I guess. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Just from her bones. Jesus, that's a mantis god. Okay. That will kill the mantis god. I'm maybe taking 2 damage this turn, which is enough for a kill. Okay. Interesting. Bloodlust does work on ants. That makes getting a Wolverine very important for the ant deck. Alright, this is not great. I will be taking, what, 5 damage this turn? I can't put LG out. I can throw... See, it sucks to throw a squirrel down as a defender. Okay, wait, hold on. Bloodhound does 2 damage here. It puts me at 4 ticks. Bloodhound will then move to defend against this worker ant. And then I only take 3 damage. I will stay alive. So I think I just hold off and draw a squirrel next turn. Oh, this is really bad. This is really tight. Bloodhound will kill the worker ant. think. I would be... so if I draw the squirrel... it's rounded down, so this will do 2 damage. Thinking. Although, wait, don't I have that? Wait, I think I got it. Alright, so we draw a squirrel, we use this for the other squirrel, and we pop bones. Play both squirrels. This LG will have like a lot of attack. The question becomes, do we put it down in front of the stump? Or do we put it in front of the worker ant? It'll tank a shot from the worker ant, but in 2 turns it'll die. Depends on how much damage it does. I don't really want to... Okay, wait, we can count it out now. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 per stack, so it's 9. Plus, it'll have 6 damage, so it's going to do 6 damage, which is more than the 5 the ants will do. So I won't die if I put it in front of the stump. So I think that's what I do. And I think I'm okay now. Take 5 damage. Ooh. Alright, that turned out really bad. That was really close. I believe I just win this turn. This is 8 damage. This doesn't kill the skunk. It's 8 damage is plenty. Oh man, I got nervous there. And luckily I had 2 lives, so it would have been okay. I can restock that backpack, so it's no big deal. Another mealworm, not thrilled. Throwing this on something would be really interesting. I'd probably throw it down on maybe this wolf cub. Actually, I wouldn't be able to. There it is, there's sigils on it. I'm about to combine them. I'm probably just gonna grab another mealworm here. Although it's not amazing. Nothing here is amazing. I mean, the field mice probably is the best one. Just to move the sigil onto something else. But we have plenty of other 2-cost things that I want to move the sigils onto, so... or move sigils away from. Probably gonna reroll. Another raccoon. That's good enough for me, I think. I want as much bones as I can for LG. Could combine both mealworms, turn it to a 0-4. It's not amazing. I'm gonna go raccoon here. We combine the 2 wolf cubs. That's interesting. That's not interesting. That's really bad. This is okay. This is just obviously the best play. The question is, will this buff the wolf as well? I mean, at 4-2, that has double strike is already amazing. But if it turns into like a super buffed up wolf, also has double strike, that's really good as well. Scissors obviously is really powerful. I'm gonna grab this just because of what happened with LG, where we could use it to buff up the power. And squirrel. Those are the 3 OG. I don't have to. I can actually look at them like this. These are the 3 OG items. They're the best ones, I believe. I mean, the other ones are... Oh, bump the mic. Hopefully that isn't that bad of a sound. The other items are more circumstantial. But these are just good. Matter of circumstance. This is the angler. When he's the third boss, he starts with 2 bait buckets out immediately. This can be iffy, especially because he's gonna be putting things out in the center like a shark. I think he puts a shark out next turn. Birds have Stinky is not that bad because wave 2 for him is entirely just sharks. So it's only like this first Raven that is really going to be a problem. Alright, so immediately I'm looking at just drawing the squirrel, putting Lamer Gar out the first turn in one of these bait bucket spots. That's what I'm gonna do. This is really, really good. That's just 3 damage out that he can't do anything about. He's gonna try hooking it, but I'm just gonna throw a squirrel down, blocking the Raven, or maybe blocking a shark. Might throw a raccoon down. I don't think so though. I think we'll save the rabbit. Alright. I won't die this turn. Rabbit down here, block the shark, I guess. I can throw a raccoon. Raccoon actually won't do anything. So I think we'll just leave it like this. We'll be down 2. Oh, actually no, the great white killed the rabbit. Okay. Okay, then we're on phase 2 then, already. Interesting. I'll grab a squirrel then. Okay, I take back everything bad I've said about LG. This is actually a really good card. You have to play around it a lot, but if you have like this bone deck, or just in general, if you have a good amount of bones that you don't know what to do with, and you also have the ability to cost or like play something that costs 3, then I think this is definitely a go-to. And I'll play a Bloodhound, which will buff the LG. What's interesting is I could immediately sacrifice the Bloodhound to put something out. Oh wait, I already have lethal. Okay, what am I talking about? Doesn't matter. That was really easy. I don't think the final boss will be as easy as that was, but we'll see. These are all really bad. I might go Rat King just for the extra bones. Alright, we're gonna have to think about what we want to do here. Alright, I thought this was an option. This is a bit of a gamble, trying to like possibly get a head that we can use. I don't think this is worth the gamble. I don't think we need to go to this backpack space. We're down 1 item, and we have pack rat and this black goat. That's 2 things that give us items. Don't need to go here. We have no pelts, so it's between gambling to possibly getting or gambling on possibly getting a better head for our totem, or let's see, what would we do at the sacrifice altar? Move the Rat King sigil onto a mealworm. Not anything really. A raccoon. Move the pronghorn. The coyote. It's 8 damage then. Move the wild bull onto something. Move pack rat. Maybe on just something cheaper. Pretty much getting rid of one of the 2-cost creatures, because my whole gameplay right now revolves around this wolf cub or this LG. Either with high bones or just using this. Actually, my gameplay revolves around a couple of things. There's a couple of options. Like you could play the Black Goat Warren combo. That's pretty much infinite blood, because every time we sacrifice the Warren to play the Black Goat, we can play the Warren again for another rabbit and just keep going like that. Also, infinite items is just a win. How many canines do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 canines. I wouldn't be upset if we got a bird head either, just for LG. But 4 canines is interesting. I don't know if that's enough to gamble on getting that canine head. I think it'd be better to like get rid of one of the 2-cost things that we have and just move the sigil onto something else. And just make it easier to get LG or like this wolf cub or Warren Black Goat. So I think this is where we go. This is pretty much what we do every time. I've gone over here sometimes. I pretty much never go for the backpack. I've never gone for this. So this would be like a one-time thing. Yeah, I think it's just better to go here. Alright, and pick a 2-cost that I don't love. Bloodhound's really useful. Maybe Pronghorn, Wild Bull. Oh, Wild Bull's 3 damage is really nice. Either the Rat King or Pack Rat, I think. Just move it on to something cheaper. The stats aren't that good. Wild Bull, I like the 3 attack. Oh, putting Bifurcated onto something would be really nice too. I think I'll do that. I'll move Bifurcated Strike onto this Coyote, I think. Yeah. Just in case, like, if that's in my opening hand, I can use my 4 extra bones over here to just play Coyote first turn, and then do, I think 2 damage because of the Mole Man. But it's still pretty good first turn, and then the Mole Man's already dead. This is scary. Insects having Bloodlust is really scary. That means like if I let the Mantis God get like a single buff, that will be really bad. Alright, we started with the Coyote. I might as well play this immediately. There's no reason not to. This is good. We're not doing any damage. I forgot about that. Talking right here, I'm thinking really hard. Fuck, I forgot they did that. I mean, hey, it prevents Mantis God buff. I'm really at a disadvantage right now. As you can tell, I think I just lost, actually. Yeah, I lost. I'm taking 1, 2, 3, 6 damage. I have not lost yet, but there's nothing I can do. Actually, I took 7 damage. Damn. After all that, ended in a loss. I think my opening hand there was really bad. I also think I misplayed when where I positioned the Coyote, because it moved into the corner. I think if I literally just played the Coyote one space over, I would have done 8 damage on that second turn and won. That's alright though. It's always next time. I think with those challenges, I think those are the right challenges to pick for that challenge level. Because I think the mistake I was making before, I was playing on lose 1 life. Or 1 life is, you only have 1 life, I mean. And then that was just way too hard with playing with that new bone deck. But I think the LG strat was that was the way to go. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, I highly doubt that anyone's watching this. But if you are, press the like button, subscribe, all that normal YouTuber stuff. I'd be really surprised if this gets any views. It's also a bit odd to start like a let's play like literally right in the middle of like the game. Like I'm on challenge level 8 right now, and I just decided might as well record it. This is something I've wanted to do for a while, and I was really nervous about it. But for some reason, once I started doing it, it got way better and way easier to like talk to myself. But yeah, hopefully this video turned out all right. But yeah, thanks for watching. If by some miracle someone is watching this, just let me know if there's anything else you'd rather see me play. Yeah, just like, comment, subscribe, all that normal stuff. All right, thanks.